EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 50, plant. Mike 58. Red team spell. Shoot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, Sam off. 5.
2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, switch gears. General West. Check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Hard. Go. Switch it. Check 3. Look. Squeeze.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, King rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. A handoff out of the pistol, it's Washington. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Slam, slam, go. Bang, 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 bang. Go, go, go.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
My 50, my 50. It's a part of. It's a part of now. Hey, my 50, my 50.
Here's a second and 7. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the gun, King. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Go. Go. 54. Hit it.
Second and 1. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Back to throw. And Adams has it, complete. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On play action, they'll throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds. But not before he takes it inside the 40.
25 yards. And a Packer first down.
Set, ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go with Chubb on second down. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta. Look at me. Go. Check. Dude.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set. 18 gamer. Pilot, 64. Weak. Five.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here we go, set. 30 base. 61, matchbox lights. Watch out. Rocket, get it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kiki QT. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that...
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
King throwing again. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Mike 29. Let's go, right here now. 29 is the Mike 29. No,
here's King to throw on 3rd down. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's second down.
Protein spill. Leo. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch the
This is Jones. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. Hey, Wahoo! Defense.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Washington. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. King, flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now King, going to throw on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 4. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Greystone. Travel. He's coming. Double up. Out. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jalen Smith. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. King now, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. O'Shane Ziminis, and it'll be a second and long.
Ready? Get on it. Hey, get the weight room. Whip. Watch the whip. 80 weapon. Squeeze.
Second and 15. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 17-14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Strip the ball.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Recon, 132 final. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Kill, kill, kill. Kill! Hit it.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch safety green.
First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Let's go, Mike. 50.
To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. King. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. King. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
King to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 3. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. Snap.
On second down now, it's Jones looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
61, match box, light. Score. 54, light, 54.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll set up the throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. King. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 35-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check, 59, 59. Hey, watch this.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's get this. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They run with Patterson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down and got his man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year as the Bears push further out in front. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the